Hey everybody, welcome to this live stream. I'm going to play a quick clip for you to share with you how North Dakota Senator Howard Anderson out of District 8 basically says he supports medical discrimination based on vaccination. You're going to see here in a moment. He catches himself at the very end, but it's obvious where he's going. Here's the clip.
And our hospitals are trying to do the best job they can to protect us. Now, we've had other bills which say, by golly, we should get the right to do this or that. The other thing, we should have the right not to get vaccinated. I recommend vaccination, by the way. But those same people say you can't discriminate against me if I get COVID and I'm unvaccinated. I get to be in line with all those kidney transplant places and cancer patients who are autoimmune suppressed and everybody else. I get to be in line there because I exercise my rights. I would recommend that we, and you can tell all your constituents that it was Anderson's fault if you vote against this bill. And I'll get all the emails from them. But when I ran for election last time, between 6,000 and 7,000 people in my district voted for me. I've heard from a couple of hundred people from my district who want me to vote in favor of this. Now, I'm willing to take the chance that most of those 6,000 people are already vaccinated. They're trying to protect themselves, their neighbors, their children. And they might vote for me anyway. Thank you.
So you hear him there. I want to share some with you folks because there's obviously a big conversation right now about the vaccine and everyone's telling you that it's safe. Join us today at 4 o'clock. I've got a email from Lake Region Healthcare, which, by the way, let me ask you a question. I know everyone on this live stream is very, very smart. Do we live under a monarchy now here in the United States of America? Because it's pretty stunning to watch what Lake Region Healthcare puts in an email to their staff, and I'll go over that in today's show at 4 o'clock. Be sure and join us for that. But they also talk about in their email about, hey, one of the things that we're going to be discussing with our staff is make sure that everyone's fully informed, and I'm quoting here, and you're going to get my point in a moment, that they are fully informed of the science and safety behind the vaccines, as well as the requirements of their policy. I'm going to play for you a quick video here that if you have not seen this, I would encourage you to watch as much of it as you possibly can. But this is from a show called The High Wire. And if you didn't see Senator Ron Johnson's hearing recently, and I just want to play some of this for you folks because it's very, very compelling. So I wish I could play more, but you'll get the gist here of what I'm going to play for you. And if you can watch the rest of this, I would really, really encourage you to do so. Thank you, Marie. Yes, we definitely don't live in a constitutional republic anymore. I mean, it's just shocking when you watch what an actual hospital puts out. It's stunning. So yeah, I'm going to share some of this with you again from a hospital email talking about how they're going to fully inform people on the science and safety of the vaccines. This is Senator Ron Johnson. He held a hearing in D.C. recently of people that were having vaccine injuries. Again, I'm not going to play all this for you because I could play probably 10, 15 minutes of it. I just want to play a little bit to give you an idea of what you're not seeing in the mainstream media. And as you watch this, that's what I want you to ask yourself is why wasn't this everywhere on NBC, CBS, ABC? Oh, that's right. I forgot. How could I forget? Remember? ABC This Week, brought to you by Pfizer. CNN Anderson Cooper, brought to you by Pfizer. They're all bought and paid for. They are all bought and paid for. And that's why you don't see this compelling kind of testimony in mainstream media, because they've all been bought and paid for. Please watch closely.
I received my first dose of the Pfizer COVID vaccine on February 1st. Within 30 minutes, I developed a severe stabbing headache that later became a burning sensation in the back of my neck.
In less than 12 hours, she developed severe abdominal pain, horrible nausea, painful electric shocks on her spine and neck. She had chest pain, severe chest pain, The way she described it, it felt like her heart was being pulled out of her neck.
I got right facial tingling, back numbness, throat tightness, tachycardia, wild fluctuating blood pressures, severe right-sided headaches and brain fog.
I'm intermittently dizzy. My vision is blurry. My right pupil is not dilating properly. My right leg has extreme burning pain, and I also get muscle spasms and twitches.
I went to bed at 10 o'clock at night and woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning paralyzed. I had a blood clot in my leg. My entire spinal cord had swollen and hemorrhaged. I aspirated on water.
They said it was safe. Now I go home to an empty house.
2 days after vaccination, I got in my airplane to do a job that would take only a few hours. Immediately after taking off, I knew something was not right with me. I pulled my airplane up to turn around and felt an extreme burst of pressure in my ears. Instantly, I was nearly blacked out, dizzy, disoriented, nauseous, and shaking uncontrollably. By the grace of God, I was able to land my plane without incident, although I do not remember doing this. I've had 6 spinal taps over 8 months to monitor my intracranial pressure, and 2 surgeries 8 weeks apart to repair the fistulas. My condition continued to decline, and my doctors told me only an adverse reaction to the vaccine or a major head trauma could have caused this much spontaneous damage.
I soon saw a neurologist who diagnosed me with transverse myelitis, a rare condition that involves a demyelinated lesion of my thoracic spinal cord.
I see a neurologist, rheumatologist, cardiologist, gynecologist, neuro-ophthalmologist, and physical therapist, among others.
I lost my ability to speak naturally. I have become unable to walk without a walker and never know if or when the tremors will come or go. I can no longer cook, clean, or even pick up and hold my baby for too long before my body begins to shake uncontrollably or is thrown into excruciating amounts of pain.
She can't walk. She's in a wheelchair. She has an NG tube for all of her nutrition. She has constant pain in her stomach, back, and neck. She can't feel her legs, and that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Today, I am an unemployed paraplegic who's learning an entire new lifestyle. And the only thing I did between full health and my current condition is take a shot.
I have been bedridden, unable to work, and unable to exercise for months. I fear that my career has officially been ended.
Folks, there's more and more in this video. And I just want to play a taste of that for you because you've got a hospital suggesting that they're going to hold some kind of webinar. I'm sure many of you have been through this if you've been working in corporate America, some kind of webinar or something like that. And again, I'm quoting, they're going to answer questions and provide resources to make sure all are fully informed of the science and safety behind the vaccines. They're going to play any of this video. And again, this isn't just some random show. This is testimony that Senator Ron Johnson put together in DC of people that have suffered vaccination injuries. So I would ask you if you would please share this video with family and friends. There's much more to this. Again, this is a Highwire special report. I think it's episode 240. So if you want to check it out at Highwire, episode 240, please check it out. And Jennifer Jean, you're right. No one will show this. That's why I'm hoping that Facebook will keep this up. And it's up on YouTube. It's up on Twitter. But please find this video, share it with family and friends, and just make them aware. I'm not saying this is going to happen to everybody. And I think it's important that people are aware of some of the vaccine injuries that are taking place out there. And it's not all beds and roses that you're being told through the mainstream media. Tracy, thank you. I mean, I watched this video. It just brings tears to my eyes. And no one's talking about this. No one's telling you the truth about actual injuries that are happening due to the vaccine. So thank you for being here. We'll talk more about this coming up today at 4 o'clock. Plus, on a bright note, it is a feel-good, faith-filled Friday. So to give you some hope here on a Friday, we got a very special guest. young man that was born with spina bifida, never been able to walk. And in 2017 had an experience where he went to heaven and back. So he's going to join us today on the show. So I hope you can stick around for that from 4 to 5 on the Chris Berg Show. And I think it'll be a very inspiring story for you to give you some hope on a Friday. It's chilly here in Fargo, so give you some hope as we head in to the weekend. God bless. Thanks for joining us here. I love you. And we appreciate all you do to fight for the truth and take a stand for freedom. Because as you may or may not know, the Chris Berg Show is where faith and freedom reign.